water, and to get to the water you're in assets, and it's in standard assets, in the environment section under water, and we're going to go for water normal as opposed to water 4. And water normal basically has in there your prefab, and the prefab is where you find stuff, and we're just going to drag the daytime water out, and we're going to whack it around about there. Okay, now you can now see that our water is in there. We can scale up our water. You can see the basic outline of the water just there. We can scale up our water by clicking on this scale diagram here, and just clicking and dragging it now in this way and that way. You can see the area that it's covering, only just. It's not easy to see this, but you can see that it's now filling that in nicely. You don't want it to be too big, otherwise it's going to be sitting there calculating it. And any area of ground that goes below a certain level now is going to have that water on it. So you can see now that I've got that water there, but it's not very high at the moment. So if I grab it with this one now, and just grab the green section here, you can see that the water's going to fill that whole area. So I just want to make it so that it's just inside the bit that went down below 2 meters. So I don't want it to go too high, don't want it to be too low. That's it there. So everything below that level is just going to have that water in it. Now if I just click off that, just go back to here and hit play, you're going to see now that we have a nice water effect happening. Excuse me. And you'll also notice that when we start off, my first person camera is now below ground, so it takes a bit of time fixing itself. So I'm below ground, so I'm actually in the water, and it'll fix itself now. There you go. No, there you go, it's fixed itself now. So now I go over here and you can see I've got this water here. Could probably go a bit higher, sitting in there nicely. You can fall in the water at the moment, and once you fall in, as you can see, it's probably too shallow. I need to go up a bit, so let's just do that. Let's go back to our scene mode. Zoom right in, press on the water here, and using this tool, I'm just going to lift it up. Go a bit closer in. Maybe that'll do it, hopefully. We'll hit play and see how that's gone. So now we're running along. Yeah, that's much nicer. It's almost overflowing at certain sections, which is good. But if you jump in, you go under the water, you'll see there's actually no water up underneath. It's not the best water animation I've ever seen, but still looks quite nice from above. And what you probably should do is make it so that if you go in there, you drown. So that way you don't get to experience the negative of water. Or just make it a no-go area. Just make it so you can't go in there, which we'll look at later. So that's adding a nice water effect. I always put it bottom with sand, make it different from the other water. The other water, the water number 4, is got waves in it, which are a lot bigger, and it looks unnatural in this particular type of setting compared to this one.